A lot of light, man. A lot of light today. Oh no, I lost my thing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Uh, well, let's get this party started. I do not know how the market did today. I have no clue actually. Um, if I'm being honest, I've been trading like shit. But not really. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. Man, it's so weird. I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself to make something happen. Today I did make something happen though. I got a pretty good trade that put me in a pretty good spot financially for my account over the last week. I pretty much hit a trade that was like a 10R or something. I don't know. Let's actually look at this. I don't want to really drag out the stream too much because I don't know, man. Um Call it a low point or something. I don't get it. But I'm not exactly feeling it. So I think I took this trade around like the high. So I took it's like a 15.25 cents. So this is I took a couple of trades today, but this is the one that worked. We'll talk about the other ones. I don't remember them all. But yeah, this is what this looked like in real time. I was looking at this range right here. And I said, okay, if it breaks this high, I will buy in. And it broke this high later. And I've been doing these stops or whatever. Um it's like a OCO trade. You can place brackets, so you can place your entry and you can place your exit and you can place your stop before anything happens. So before I already had my entry, so it just came. So when this volume came in here, I got into the stock. And this was probably the breakout bar. You can see the volume picked up, down here a decent amount, right? So this was the breakout bar, but I had already placed it in here. Then I went to lunch, so this just allows me to trade. This allows me to trade this in a more proactive way, help me with my execution. So now I have a tool that allows me to place a entry, a stop, and an exit in advance. And that's pretty helpful because now I don't have to sit around and watch 10 screens all day. It does kind of suck because if the volume doesn't come in, I won't know. But if I'm actually sitting at my computer, I don't need to place those things. Or if I'm watching a stock, I don't need to use that one. But you can't watch all these different stocks. So today we had multiple of these setups. Like we had ACB setting up here. So you can see ACB was setting up here. I took ACB. It failed, but I did take it. So we had AS. I took another one too. What was the other one? STI also. STI. I took STI here on this range, this early range, and it ran something, like crazy, but I had terrible execution on it. So you can see this breakout bar came. I took it on this breakout bar. The entry is supposed to be here, but I got in super late, like 320. Stop was lower candle, so 320 stop lower candle. That's like a 7% stop. It should have been a 5% stop. And from this high point, I mean, it ran up something crazy. And I should have chipped some when it broke the Bollinger Bands, but I did not because I was green. I was being a greedy piece of shit. So this was over a 3R trade, and then I actually lost 1R on this trade because I was being a greedy piece of shit. And I didn't sell anything. Even when I was already up, over 2R, I didn't even move my stop up. I did move my stop up actually. And then when it was about to break my stop, I decided to, let's just move it back to the low of candle because I was being greedy, as I said. Like I said, there's been a lot of pressure on me to make money, and I'm not even a full-time trader. I can't even imagine what it's like for a full-time trader. But I just want to succeed so bad right now that I don't know. I'm not trading with the same discipline. I'm just doing a bunch of pressurized mistakes, and it's just based on myself pretty much. But the trades that I took today actually was NVEI. I sold out of this trade because I didn't think it would work. So I sold out like down here at like 27. This would have been a massive trade for me too. Um, but I sold out. So I messed up on this trade. Uh, I kind of just butchered the STI trade. I didn't take any. I didn't take any. Nothing. I didn't sell not a single thing. So I took no partials on it. ACB, I just got stopped out. ASIP, I killed this trade. I should have added to this position, but I just messed up so much that I just didn't. You know what's going on? What's going on, man? A27 cap. I'm just gonna say cap. What's going on though, man? But yeah, some. Hey, just so you know, I like I should be. Let's see. I go to the gym at night on Monday and Thursday usually, almost every Monday and Thursday. So I'm going to stream later on Monday and Thursday. Okay, good stuff, man. Yeah, ASIP has been a killer. It's been. I mean, yeah, I had ASIP here, and I had it. I sold out somewhere around like $8, right? I didn't buy back in until today. So I had ASIP here and here, and I just brought back in today. A little late to buy back in, but I really, I mean, I'm day trading it, so not really that late. I did leave some partials just in case I want to like move tomorrow. But if it doesn't move tomorrow, I still already made a chunk of money on it, honestly, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I messed up my NVEI trade. It could have been like a 2 hour trade. Been a pretty good trade, I guess. Uh yeah, I got in at 254. That was my entry. Good entry, man. I'm killing it. Um, let's see. Bro, I got like tons of stuff to do. This this is 3, so just like a 3% stop, and then right now today it was up a lot. So it was up like 6%, which would have been 2 hour. Right now, at the current close is up 4, so it's like a 1 hour trade, but it could run something crazy tomorrow. These were the two EPs I was looking at today. So these were the EPs that I was looking at today: NVEI and FENC. I figured FNC would. Uh, mm, I think it's been a lot of good trades out there. Honestly, me personally, like I've been messing up, but I had root. I had root. I had root right here this day. For some reason, I sold. Don't know why. Obviously the semis has been good. I mean, they're pulling back now, but yeah, they're pulling back now, but they've been good. Nvidia was, I had Nvidia at like 600 something. No, not 600, 700, like 702 or something like that. So I brought Nvidia. I had like a 30% position on it. Um, Same thing SMCI. I got a huge move. I got an SMCI this day here. Huge move. It was some good stuff going on. I mean, obviously, semis started to get destroyed. Um, the CLDX had a weird. Oh, did I take this trade today? I did take this trade today, didn't I? Yeah, I also took CLDX today and I got stopped out. I took it on the break of this VWAP and then I sold out early because I just knew. I just had a feeling. I was like, man, this shit not working. It got declined. It got rejected on this 21-day moving average. I said, okay, I'm getting out. So I lost some money on it for sure. But yeah, I've been trading pretty undisciplined in my opinion. But yeah, let's get to it. That's all my trades, man. I took ASIP. This was the trade that made me positive today on the day. Um, yeah, this trade just absolutely killed it for me. It's a 2% stop, and it went up at the end of the day. It was up 16%. So this is like an 8 hour trade. I think I sold at the top. I sold at like 320 or something. So that was like a 5 hour trade, and then I still have some position left over, and then it can still run tomorrow. Yeah, the VWAP. Like I said, I don't really like VWAPs. VWAP entries is pretty random, man. Like it's a rando ass setup. It's ass. It's for I definitely wouldn't make it my main trade. CODX look because most of the time when you get these bottom ranges that form and you can take the break of a bottom range as a reversal setup. And that's probably if I had to guess, that's way better than the VWAP reclaim. VWAP reclaim, I don't believe in it at all. But yeah, because you have clear reversal pattern. Like you see this every single day. You have bottom consolidation and then it breaks bottom consolidation, and you can get huge wins off this. VWAP is trash and it's slow. Uh, but I don't know. People like VWAP. I don't know. I don't see it. Like, look at this. How is this line that represents nothing supposed to be effective? Most stocks, especially volatile stocks, cut through VWAP a lot. And then if you wait for it to break VWAP, if you wanted to wait for this reversal to break VWAP, like let's say here on EH, let's say this thing went up. This is you're waiting an extra 3%. Oh yeah, that the reversal on Friday was killer. I was mad because I actually took the trade on Friday and got stopped out, and then it made a clean reversal. But look at this. Here is the bottom consolidation right here. You can see it. 25 minutes of it kind of bottoming out, right? Also tested these lows right here, didn't reach it, broke out upward. You could have took this one. This is bottom consolidation at its finest. Now you could have even waited for it to break this high or this type of solid, but you do not have. There's no reason to really wait on VWAP, in my opinion. Now I know it makes some people feel comfortable. I I can't really explain why, but self fulfilling prophecies. When you believe in something, you're gonna find a reason to make it work. But like bottom consolidations, you can say the same thing about bottom consolidations, of course, but I think it's just better. You'd got in here. Let's say you got in at the top of this bar here. This is 3.5% away. So yeah, I don't know, man. You're getting better rewards here at this point. Um, and then if you take a VWAP and you use the low of the candle that broke VWAP, this is I mean this increases your risk reward because now you're getting tight entry on this VWAP. But VWAPs don't really hold like that. You know what I'm saying? Like actually on ASIP, VWAP would have been baller multiple times. Yep. Mm. On ASIP, it made a killer trade. Not today, but yeah, today you'd have got stopped out. But other days, killer trade. ACB, yeah, probably. Well, yeah, ACB would have made a killer trade too. Yeah, I'm mad, man. I wanted see. I knew the weed stocks was gonna go, but they're so hard to trade, man. I couldn't get an entry, bro. I could not get an entry. And then I got this entry at the high of day, which is cool. I think these are the best setups on these low float, small cap pieces of shit stocks. Like this is not exactly low float, but this is still a piece of shit stock. So I took my entry here, and I'm not mad at this trade at all. I think this trade was I executed it perfectly. It just didn't work. Same thing with ASIP. I think I executed this trade really well too, and it worked. The CLDX trade, the VWAP stuff, I think that was stupid, but I seen it do a reversal the previous day, and I said, let's hope for another reversal. Hoping puts you in bad situations. STI, I thought was a good trade too. I thought STI was a great trade, and then it just completely flopped. I do not know why, but that's just how it works. Like STI, this thing was going nuclear. You know, my entry was bad, but if I had the right entry, it went up 16% from there. It would have been a 3R trade. It just completely failed. But my entry was good. The rest of the execution on it was bad. It shouldn't be happening to me. I've been trading too long to be still struggling with execution errors, but I don't know, man. It's just that's just what it is for me right now. I just suck. I suck. This was the trade of the day probably. I don't know. I don't really understand when this trade came in today. It wasn't on my radar until it had already started doing the fool. Like I was late to it, but yeah, this was definitely the trade today. This Pixie stock, and you could have really made your money on this one. This was like a 30 plus trade, but it'd have been pretty hard to trade this one because there's almost no volume on these bars, and then the volume just picks up out of nowhere. I have no clue why. Let's actually see if something happened. Yeah, I don't have news. Okay, 14 hours initial statement of beneficial ownership of securities. Okay. Well, anyways, this stock ran up in the morning, ran up a lot, 45%. So this should probably alert you, right? But that probably wasn't enough to get it on your scan because it's still very illiquid. The volume didn't come in to the end of the day, which was probably the weirdest thing was just the volume because this looks liquid, I guess, but like was it really? 16.16K here. It ran up a lot here. 347K. So yeah, this probably should have got on your radar at this point because it's probably trading tons of its average volume. Like I don't know. Let's see what his average volume is. His average volume is 262 shares. It did that in 1 5 minute bar. So yeah, it's definitely trading elevated volume. So it should have made your scans. And then when this long ass flag right here appeared, you could have got in here. So this would have been the trade of the day, in my opinion. Um, the volume increasing is always a great sign to get into a setup. It's exactly what you want to see when you're trading these day trade kind of setups, and the volume just starts increasing. Multiple green bars on higher volume. You can see like the volume here is just clearly different. We're trading literally as average volume in 5 minute candles now at this point. You know, so yeah. So that's just a really good sign. And I don't know why, because I didn't see any news. It's probably a pump or something. Who cares? But could have made tons of money when this happened. And yeah, like even I don't even know, like you could have entered here. So in my opinion, you could have traded this like this. Uh there's a clear top range right here. There's a clear top range for me. It's like at top of this, 340. So place your trend line at 340, whatever. You don't really need trend lines. And then you have like this, you don't really need to draw a bottom. You just need to wait for it to break the top or whatever. But you can draw a bottom out if you wanted to. Who cares? But I mean, this is just a this is just a clear. I mean, this is clear as day. You couldn't ask for a more telegraphic break. So we break this on higher volume. So we get our breakout bar here. And yeah, let's see. Top of our range to bottom of our range. Uh, so this is like 6%. I mean, you could have used a lower candle too. I mean, I'd have probably used lower candle. I don't know, but I can't get to the thing now anymore. 340. This is like a 3% stop, pretty much. From here, from this 3% stop, you went up 50%. So I don't know. That's over a 10 hour trade. That's like a 15, 16 hour trade, and I think it might have went up more actually. Yeah, actually it did. Um, yeah, I mean this trade was just baller. So let's try to mark this one out today. We need a new short regardless. Uh, I need a haircut. That's what I need. Okay, here we go. So we got a breakout bar text. Our text need to be way smaller. Um, we don't have much breakout bar red here. Can do low candle stop. And I am using like low candle stops now. From all the ones I looked at, low candle versus previous candle, I think previous candle would have kept you in like one out of like 35 trades. So low candle seems to be just way better overall. So I'm pretty much using low candle. Now you could use like the low of some type of consolidation range. That is probably not as good as low's candle, but I didn't test that one. But yeah, pretty much I'm using lower candle on all these for now on. So lower candle, um, 3% stop. Let's do this 3% stop. No, 3% stop. Um, go back to orange. Let's do tab, right? Mm, text. Elevated volume on breakout bar. Breakout bar. Clear and clean range break. Uh, chip. Nowhere else to chip. You wouldn't even have exited. Put orange. Low float, small cap. What else we got? Low float, small cap. I mean, it's just the basic stuff. Low float, small cap. No previous day. Then you just do Control S. Cancel. I would like to include this. Huh? What's going on here? Yeah. All right. So that was the trade of the day for sure. Out it out. Massive trade. If I delete this trend line, we can actually get what the real numbers was, right? Okay. So the real numbers, this is like a 2.28% trade and it went up 82%. So, um, oh no. Yeah, because that's not true. That's not true. Because you would took it here. You took it at 341. It's 2.5% trade and it went up 82%. Like, bruh, that's just an account. If you'd have traded up here, this is just an account changing trade. This one trade will make your year. You know, this is literally like a 30 R trade. So you're making, if you're risking 1%, you're making like 30% on one trade. All right, let's move on because it's late. We already been streaming about 20 something minutes. Get out of here. Let's get some things. Stocks on some follow through. Cool. This yeah, this is possible Pete setup. I will look at this on an hourly. No, actually, let's add this one here because these ones I don't really like. SWBI. SWBI. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. See what else we have. No. SG still SG still crawling up. I gotta get better, man. A lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities, man. A lot of opportunities to make some real money. Make some real money. I'm not talking about little haha 2, 3 R trades. I'm talking about big trades, man. Market is giving a lot of big opportunities. We just gotta capitalize. Gotta capitalize better. The biotech stuff is, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of getting shitted on now. A lot of the biotech stocks is looking like garbage. So maybe it's back to normal for the biotech. Who knows? Yep, definitely looking like it's back to normal for the biotech stuff. All right, cool. I don't know if I even, because I'm not gonna trade no breakouts. I don't know. I mean, it is still necessary to go through the whole list though. That's for sure. We gotta see. I guess this stock is breaking out. I can't deny it. I want it to. The weed stocks, I will not honor you. ABC, damn, 20 million. To put up 7.7 times his R RVAL today. Pretty big. Pretty big. I don't know. CGC, I'll give it another day. I would honestly say it is breaking out, but I just give it another day. Root, yeah, that looks good. MMND, you're kind of moving still. So we got some stuff. I thought this is crypto. I thought crypto was doing bad today. I thought. Okay, you gotta wait another day. Here is smoking it. Yeah, I took here. Didn't work. Sega. Damn. Yeah, as I stated before, most biotech trades. I think this is the one that people was, yeah, they didn't know how to trade properly. They was using tight stops or something on it. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. I know we was having a conversation, but I was telling people like most biotech stocks run from, I mean, I told you stream this 1,000 times, so it doesn't matter. But people are saying like biotechs don't really. I'm like, no, biotechs. When you take a biotech trade that's in a bottom base, they look like this. This is how they turn up. I don't know. This is what they do when you take biotech trades from bottom bases. This is literally what they do. I know someone's gonna be like, Siga's not. It says no, nope, no. I define what I think biotech is. That's pretty much how. That's pretty much how I do it. Says healthcare, biotech. No, not really. If it says like drug related stuff like that, then it's biotech. Curing diseases, stuff like that, biotech. Healthcare is like hospitals, Medicaid, stuff like that. Weight loss, cancer, all that biotech. All that stuff goes under biotech. Yep. Another good trade gone. Um, oh, look at that. Gap is looking strong. Cart looks good. Cart broke out. We can say that. I told whoever came here was asking about cart, and I was like, no, I wouldn't sell it. The thing is, if I was like someone's coach as a trader, we listen. I would probably make someone ball out. Like, we listen. I would, bruh, bruh. I would probably be an amazing coach as like a trading coach. But for myself, for some odd reason, I ain't got it. I ain't got it, man. Because like when it like I can be like a robot when it's not me or like after the fact. But during the fact, I cannot be like a robot. Like when I'm trading, I need to be more robotic, more disciplined, I think. But for some reason, and I usually am, like, most trading sessions I am, but lately I haven't been. I said I was going to add the chat to the stream so people can see what other people are saying. I still haven't did it. It's crazy. Crazy, man. What is this? This is a food thing. Yeah, we did see this. So the rest of these are just stocks falling apart. Cool. So we can get through this fast. Nothing falling into a decent range, huh? Okay, cool. And this one had 87, so we chose the wrong one, even though we didn't check. We can look at the small caps. Uh, Possible Pete, sure, sure, sure. Biotech Pete, that seems nasty, but maybe let's get rid of the ones that really didn't put up the numbers today. You didn't even move. Okay, maybe you. Nah, I'm not buying. EH, you had a big day. STI, you also had a big day. Wave D, you had a big day. LSF. Yeah, I need some things that's moving. You're not moving, you can't make it on the list. So, what's going on here? The 5 minute. You ran up in the aftermarket. What is the news for you? Why would you be going so far, so fast? We have no news for you. Okay, we have no news for you. You just, I don't know, just on track, I guess. GNS, pretty big move, a lot of volume. We can't have this many. That doesn't matter. Um, what does CLDX trade today? Did it trade? No, its volume decreased by tons. Let's see, like which one? 300. Some of these not trading any volume, like LSF. But you still making huge, like a huge range though, right? 32%. And CODX, you didn't. But what was the range? 13. Low ADR, not feeling it. I don't know, man. You just gotta find a way to get into these weed stocks. That's the issue with the weed stocks. Every single time they break, you never know how to get into them. CDXC, yeah, okay, I see you. Pretty big move here. I didn't even notice you on the thing today. Did you have a good setup? Yes, you had many good. God damn, you had a great setup. Top of the range, everything. Just beautiful trade. Just completely dumped though. But yeah, I mean, beautiful trade here. Where was I just not checking? What? I must not. I guess I just wasn't checking for it or something. Yeah. Anyways, I think that does it for the small caps. Now let's look at the post market moves. Let's not. Is FNEC on here? FNEC. Yo, yo. Okay. Um, Look at this. UPC. You got cut in half. Uh, you look terrible, I guess. Let's see what happens. Works, X, healthcare, tech information service. We just seen one of these running. What's the news on this? What is the news, buddy? No, no page found. 2 months ago, so we really don't have news on this. Okay, well you can't really be an EP then, and I mean this is like a huge move. Look like you be making big runs all the time. Okay, you are illiquid. All right, cool. Never mind. I mean, maybe you have news. This looks ugly. It's in the bottom base though. Very ugly. Very ugly, very low volume. 7 hours ago. Had news 7 hours ago. So I had some okay, so this I don't know. Try to trade that tomorrow. With the shitty ass volume that it has. Was GNS the one? Yeah, we was already looking at this. Just ran up in a okay. That's not necessary to look at. Uh yeah, this is not. So with the advertisement agency stuff, it's been going kind of crazy lately. This had earnings. Okay. It's low ADR. Gapped up a lot, it looks like though. Post market move is 16%. Let's see. So it really is from here to here. And immediately it did this. It worked its way back up to the top. So it's like 18%. Okay. Uh this is definitely something different. It didn't really break this high. That would have been great, but I mean it is gapping above a decent range back to like September, no, October. But if it was breaking the range from September, that'd be even better. But it seems like maybe tomorrow can open up with some strength. Doesn't it did pick up some volume in the post market today, so it did trade a lot over its normal volume. All right, and I think that is. We're not really trading these, are we? No, we're definitely not. Like, what's up with this, man? I haven't been paying attention to this lately. Yeah, I think maybe VINC. What does this look like? Oh, this thing went crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Did this biotech start out from a gap up? Doesn't look like it. Surely doesn't look like it. Looked like it started here. No gap. So this one ran without a gap. Wonder what the news was. It got lots of volume right here. Looked like it failed the gap, actually. Okay. This had this had 2 big days. What was the big days about? Shut up. So February 23rd, 20th, 21st. No. February nothing. No news. Okay, cool. Oh my god, that hurt. Yeah, I don't see no news. Why is this running up like this? 220? Am I stupid? Did I look at the dates wrong? No, I didn't. Why did this run up? Got nothing. Yeah, I have nothing. We just started having huge days out of nowhere. It is bottomed out though. Definitely bottomed out. Like I said. But eh, I mean, I usually trust in the gaps. I know how to trade them better, but yeah, usually you want to. This one you could have traded as a breakout, like right here. I mean, I wouldn't take it right there. If it gapped up right here, I would take it. I don't know how to trade biotech breakouts from basis, but obviously this one had huge volume this day and it gapped up, and for some reason it failed. I have no like what is. I don't know what the news is. Like, okay, here we go. 1-7 Max Farm announces compelling clinical efficiency, blah, 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 combination with blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to say those words. And then 3-5, we got another one. So here we got another one. 3-5, they announced one in the gap up again. And yeah, then it ran 45%, which is good. And then it completely just got torched. Which is why I don't try to trade them on the run ups. But if you got in the original news from my site has it at 107/2024. So this is 10 news came 107. So then it gapped up here, 40% gap, and then it completely failed. And after it failed, it ran sideways, ran up, blah, blah, blah. All right. Well, I don't know why this one is so. I really don't know why this one started moving over here, but this one didn't come up from a gap up. But so just not all of them do, but majority. I would say majority of the biotech runs start with a gap up based on some type of clinical news, something like that. All right.